In the silence before battle, in the hours no one sees, warriors are made. 6 fighters, 6 journeys, 1 night to leave their legacy in the cage. Bradley Cooch, fighting for redemption with scars that tell stories.
We're going to all look forward to a nice war between me and Luke Dyson. This is one definitely not to be missed.
Luke Dyson, a machine, the UK's most active fighter, cold, clinical, and always ready.
I love the feeling of walking out, I love the feeling of smacking people in the face, and I love the feeling of getting smacked in the face. I have to do it now every single week.
Tom Johnston, raised in the fight game, built from years of grind and growth.
Losing's not an option. I think once you've got that mindset as well, it's very hard to lose.
So Tom's in a position where he's literally dedicated himself to MMA. So he's looking to really kick on, and this year is the year where we're expecting him to really show his skills, basically.
Taz Makawa, unpredictable, spiritual, and unshakable, fighting for more than pride.
I believe, as a man, every man has a duty, and the duty is to protect and to provide for a family.
The lad's bulletproof. He's tough. You'd put him in the jungle and he'd come out with a fur coat. He's a champion. He's destined to be a champion. It's just in his nature.
Goerge Plevin, explosive and evolving, a knockout artist on the rise.
George, I'd say he's definitely destined to be a professional. The pace that the kid's going at, he's knocking everybody out when he wants.
Dobinson, the dark horse. Quiet, relentless, dangerous.
Winning it's either all or nothing. I go in there believing that he's trying to kill me. He's trying to take my life away from me, so I have to try and do the same.
3 fights, 1 cage, and no second chances.
The crowd's going to be absolutely mental. You'll never seen a crowd like this one before. It's going to be a big show for everybody to shout about.
This is more than a fight night. This is war. This is will. This is King of the Octagon. The heavyweight division is where legends are forged, where every punch could end a dream or ignite one. At King of the Octagon, the first ever heavyweight boxing championship will be decided between 2 warriors on a collision course. On one side, a tireless war machine, a fighter who never leaves the gym, never backs down and never says no.
I don't ask questions, I don't ask names, I don't ask weights, I just ask how much and where we're going.
On the other, a man chasing something greater than belts, chasing purpose, chasing legacy.
Then as it's gone along, I'm fighting for my family now, and I want to prove to my kids, I want to be a good role model to my children, and I want to try and create a life for my family now. That's my plan.
Luke Dyson versus Bradley Cooch. This isn't just a main event. It's a clash of hunger, identity, and everything they've bled to become. Luke Dyson isn't just active, he's relentless. He's fought more times in the last year than some fighters do in a career. But activity alone doesn't define him. It's his mindset that does.
I absolutely love what I do. I absolutely love fighting.
I said it, man, it's Thursday.
Yeah, I'm addicted to it, I have to do it. If there's a weekend that goes by when I'm not in the ring or in the cage or fighting somewhere or other, then it seriously takes its toll on me, so yeah.
Before fighting, Luke Dyson knew a different kind of battle. Crime pulled him in young, the rush, the chaos, the consequences. But even then, something deeper stirred, a fight he hadn't found yet.
When I started fighting, there was multiple police charges. There's so much going wrong in my life. Criminality, making the wrong choices, being with the wrong people and doing the wrong things. My life was a state and it could have gone extremely wrong.
He needed a way out, not just from trouble, but from himself. Luke found something that pulled him away from crime. It was the first time he'd felt purpose.
I started this journey just on the off chance, just a pure accident, pure opportunity, and I've seized it with both hands, and it's kind of built since then. The first opportunity I got to fight was purely off chance. I got a phone call at 7 o'clock in the morning and I got offered a novice boxing match in Birmingham. Travelled across the country and ended up in a pro MMA fight co-main event. I've ended up beating the guy in the first round by quite a serious stoppage. I looked at the man bleeding on the floor. The guy walked over to me, handed me an envelope full of cash, and then the other man handed me a massive trophy. And I looked and I thought, flipping heck, I've been getting arrested for this. And now I'm getting paid to do it. I posted the footage up online.
This fight ignited something in Luke, giving him purpose and a new outlet in life.
It was a complete surprise to everybody. And I just thought to myself, this is a life I could live. So every single weekend from then, I was just doing everything I can to get involved in every single fight I can. I've been on the smallest shows in the UK and I've been on the biggest shows in the UK. I'm just trying to get by every day and make the best of every single opportunity that I'm presented with it.
There's no secret, no gimmick, no shortcut. Just fight after fight, each one sharpening the blade. He doesn't ask for easy matchups. He asks for opportunities and then takes them.
Another well matched up fight, people.
Yes.
As the fight goes on, because every shot is a big shot.
How many rounds is this?
4.
They're both look out on their feet here, and it's only round 2.
Luke Dyson really going for it. Amazing movement from Tyler Joshua. He's not letting Luke Dyson land anything at all. He has got great movement now.
I don't ask questions, I don't ask names, I don't ask weights, I just ask how much and where we're going. I just fight. The consistency of fights, how do I manage to fight? I just fight. I love it. I can't explain it. You know, I will wake up in the morning, I'll be battered, I'll be bruised, I'll be broken, and I'll be ready to go again.
He doesn't flinch under pressure. He's been rocked, dropped, and still come back biting down on the gum shield. Pain doesn't break Luke Dyson. It fuels him.
There's been a few fights throughout my career that have shaped me as a fighter I am today. Some for the good and some for the worst. All of them available out there for the public to see. I had a fight in Newcastle once against a lad who was extremely out of my depth, and I crumbled in the ring. And I promised myself from that day on that I would never ever crumble in the ring again like I did. I tormented myself more than anyone else could have ever tormented me over that moment. But it changed me for the better, and that now enables me to get in every single situation, in the ring and the cage with every single person I face, and never go through what I went through. I've never expected anything from my journey. Like I said, I always take each day as it comes, each moment as it comes. And what have I done all this for if it's all to come to nothing? For once, my family are proud of me. For once, my son can look up and have a dad that's achieving things. For once, my parents can look down and have a son that's achieved things. And yeah, it really does mean the world to me, that. And that's my true motivations for doing what I do, because I've found something that I can achieve greatness through doing it.
This fight isn't about proving something to anyone. It's about doing what he always does. Clock in, throw down, and walk out with his hand raised, and this time, with a belt around his waist.
Obviously, to become the first heavyweight champion of King of the Octagon, it's the first time this promotion's been on. It's a brilliant opportunity to set the standard and to show other fighters what they'll be really up against when they come to jump into this promotion. I'm really looking forward to it. And like I said, I'm absolutely honoured that the lads have given me the opportunity, so thank you.
While Dyson's journey has been volume, Bradley Cooch's has been heart. He's not here to be another name. He's here to create a legacy that means something. To his family, to his children, to himself.
Something about the discipline again. A punch in the face is sorts you out a bit, doesn't it? I think about my kids most, I'll be honest with you, yeah, and I got a really hard drive for it. My mental focus is something else lately.
7 months ago, Bradley Cooch walked back into the gym. No fanfare, no promises, just a goal he couldn't shake.
It's literally, I found my love for it 7 months ago. I did train years ago when I was a youngster, but I never had a drive for it like I do now. I just started kick up the arse since I've had my kids. And yeah, it's supposed to push me into it. I can't see myself doing anything else in my life now. 7 months I had a MMA fight 7 months ago. I had 2 weeks training. I come off a settee for it. Basically, like I done 3 rounds. Do you know what I mean? It was I went the distance with it, but it was just one of those things where I'd learned a lot from it. It was more of a lesson than it was a loss. So yeah, it's pushed my boundaries.
He came back for more than just himself. 2 kids, watching, learning. He's showing them what it means to chase something real.
But then as it's gone along, I'm fighting for my family now, and I want to prove to my kids, I want to be a good role model to my children, and I want to try and create a life for my family now. That's my plan. It's what gets me out of bed in the morning. I don't need motivation, I just got the drive for it. Like, my children will look up to me. I always need to be that person in life, I do. And that's where I'm heading, and I'm liking it.
Bradley didn't look for warm-ups or shortcuts, straight in. Because if it's not a challenge, it's not worth it.
I didn't do too well. I lost to decision the first one, and it was a submission the second.
So much better. 100%.
So I went into boxing because that's where I shine, is in stand-up in my hands. And ever since, I haven't turned my back. So I burst on the scene 7 months ago, and I haven't stopped since.
Sit down. Sit there. There we go. Takes on Powerhead's gym. Big swing.
One big swing.
He was telling it to stop. Come on. Johnston. He wasn't stopped. He was telling it to stop. Oh, he's out.
No, well, it's always setbacks in life. But everything I try and use is fuel. Like, I'll try and... We all go through tough times, but just how we come out to them is how it shapes us as people, really, innit? I'd say, yeah, they've probably made me a tougher person, knowing that I can take the loss on the chin and I can carry on forward. So nothing's going to keep me down. That's what it shows me.
In the ring, everything quiets down. No stress, no noise, just instinct. It's the only place he feels completely free.
Not necessarily, because it comes naturally to me, it does. I'll be honest with you. It's like when I go in the ring, it's the only time where I can like switch off mentally. It's like I don't have to force myself through it. If anything, it's a break for me. It's hard to explain. It's like when I'm there, when I get the rush of adrenaline, I get everything there. It's like I don't see the crowd around me. You don't see the crowd. It's just me and that other person in the ring. And then to me, that is bliss. That's absolute bliss. Like. Yeah, I can't explain it in any other way. It's like, it's hard to find words to describe what I mean.
He didn't ask for an easy route back. He asked for the hardest one, Luke Dyson.
Oh, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. When I had the opportunity come up, I had to take it, I'll be honest with you. And when I found out I was fighting Luke Dyson, it just blew it up even more. It was even bigger opportunity. He's such a big name. More excitement. It makes it a bigger opportunity. It makes it a bigger test for me. Obviously, he's had... I think he's had over 150 fights now. So, yes, he's got the experience behind him. It's a big test for me. I just got to push myself even further.
Every mile he's run, every round he's fought has led to this. For the first ever king of the Octagon heavyweight title, Bradley Cooch has never been more ready. Two fighters, two very different roads. One defined by relentless repetition, the other by perseverance through hardship.
My take on Bradley I've heard some good things about him from his MMA days. I've not heard much about him recently, and I never really researched my opponents much, because you can look at a man all you want on the YouTube, but until he smacks you in the mouth, you never really know what he's made of. And until I smack him in the mouth, he's never really going to know what I'm made of.
I'm looking to make a statement, I'll be honest. Luke Dyson's got a very big name, and it's going to be shown a lot around the country, this fight is, so it's big publicity, so this is my opportunity.
Luke Dyson, seasoned, tested, proven. Bradley Cooch, hungry, focused, fearless. When the bell rings, all narratives fall away. Only truth remains.
Yeah, I'll be jumping in, punching Bradley in the face. Bradley will be punching me in the face, and we're really going to figure out there and then what to do with each other.
I can see it being a good war. Yeah, it's definitely not one to be missed. 1,000,000%.
If you're not aware of what the other man's going to do to you and you go in there with a false sense of security, then believe me, you will get a short, sharp shock, and you will be waking up with the lights above you and the canvas beneath you.
Stoppage, I can see myself winning by stoppage or knockout.
July 5th, 2 men walk in. Only one leaves as the king.
All respect to you, brother. I can't wait for this war. Let's put on a show.
Bradley, it's my message to you, my brother. I've got nothing but respect for you, as I respect any man that crosses the ropes and into that ring. But at the same time, my brother, we're here to entertain modern day gladiators. We've got the first opportunity to become the first heavyweight champion of King of the Octagon. So let's seize the opportunity with both hands and let's entertain my brother.
One of the hardest hitters from Wales and one of the hardest hitters from England. Watch Wales v England clash together in the Octagon for this heavyweight title, and watch me come out on top.
They come from different worlds. One, methodical and disciplined from years on the mat. The other, unpredictable and driven by something deeper. Tom Johnston versus Taz Makawa for the amateur lightweight crown.
So I've been doing this a long time. I mean, I'm always give a good watch. All these flashy kicks, flashy striking style. I'm always giving a good watch, a good experience to anyone watching.
As a fighter, I'd say I'm unpredictable. So anything is possible in there, innit? And you know, I'm always on my toes and always thinking, you know, this is why I thrived on this path, and you know, why I fear no one and why I put God first.
Tom's journey started at 4 years old. Karate, then jiu-jitsu. It wasn't a phase, it became who he was.
I mean, I started karate when I was 4, but then that soon moved to jiu-jitsu out of tap-out knockout, and then that, just as I've started growing up, that's gone from jiu-jitsu to MMA, and then I started kickboxing on the side with a lad called Tom Fitzsimmons as well.
So we got a kickboxing coach, a fellow called Tom Fitzsimmons, who came in to help out with his kickboxing, and once a week Tom and Ryan used to train in a squash court where they basically used to just kickbox with each other. At the same time as that was happening, he got invited to the adults class at Tap Out as well. So the combination of doing the kickboxing once a week and getting into the adults class where things really stepped up.
I've been training here pretty much every day since I was a kid. It's just life, really. I haven't known any difference ever. It's just what I've been doing.
Injuries should have slowed him down, both ankles nearly broken. Instead, they sharpened his focus. He trained through the pain, step by careful step.
I'd say my biggest struggle really has just been injuries a few years ago. I mean, I rolled both my ankles quite bad maybe 3 years ago, and that took a long time to come back from. A lot of recovery and stuff. I mean, I absolutely love the sport, and it's all I've done since I was younger. I was just finding ways to train around it and trying just to get them back to a place that I could, especially at the start, a place that I'd be able to even walk on them again because of how bad they were.
He's had a few slip-ups on the way, but there's always been a reason around the slip-ups, and we try to pick those out. We try to understand what we can do to move forward.
Still doing my training, but just being more careful on them instead of just training, fucking them again. But yeah, now perfect. I haven't rolled them in years. Yeah.
Now the switch has flipped. The kicks are faster, the angles sharper, and this time he's not second-guessing anything.
It was at that point where I thought he could actually turn the corner, and then from there he's just continued on grappling, kickboxing and MMA, and he's just got better and better.
So it's coming back from that, figuring out what I'd done wrong, what I wasn't doing, all that sort of thing. Just getting my head right, and then coming back. I was a much better fighter, much better.
Heavily on that side. That is looking tight. That's it. That's over.
It's all over.
Beautiful armbar finish.
Each hand against the cage.
Oh, and another sweep using that butterfly hook really well. But again, Callum wrestling straight out the side into that guillotine.
Oh, that looks tight. And there's the tap.
But he's caught him, he's out. Great work there with the spinning kick as he walks into it.
It's his work ethic and his discipline that really kind of hits home to myself. The way he eats right 99% of the time. He does all the little things, everything that helps build towards a good performance.
When I was a kid, I'd always said I'd be up there. I 100% want to become the double champion in the UFC. That's the main on everything. Again, pound for pound list. I mean, it's almost inevitable if you're double champ. That's the main one.
But across the cage, Tom faces a fighter cut from a different cloth. Less polish, more pressure, a raw, relentless presence, Taz Makawa. Taz didn't grow up in fight camps or padded gyms. He found this sport late, a quiet challenge that turned into purpose, and he hasn't looked back since.
Well, how I first started off getting into MMA is me and my friends, we were just sitting there watching the MMA. And, my friend Kyle turned around to me and he said, you know what, you'd be quite good at this, if you actually got in. And, from then on, my friends pushed me and, they pushed me to start training and, that's how I got into it.
When he first come to the gym, he was total beginner. He's not been training that long. He come to me, he said to me, look, you teach, I'll listen. And that is exactly what he's done. And he has just excelled at the sport. I've said, how fast do you want to go?
I got a good team, we work towards solutions and we train for whatever's in the way, so.
What sets us apart, what sets Tiger MMA apart, I would say the community spirit. We started off community-based and we'll always remain community-based. We try to make a home for everybody, everybody's welcome.
My team, I'm filled with smart coaches, filled with good people, family and friends. So how that builds me is it just prepares me for whatever is to come.
He fights with a weight on his shoulders and fire in his chest. A father, a believer, a man carrying something bigger than himself into every round.
Absolutely, I believe as a man, every man has a duty, and the duty is to protect and to provide for a family. So it's I feel like my legacy is not done unless I do that. And part of me kind of being a man is, and being a good role model to my son is, going out there and not exactly just the fighting side of things, but the hard work side of things, that as a man, nothing comes easy. My biggest motivation is from my son, first of all. Obviously from faith and from family and friends. That's where my biggest motivation comes from.
He's unpredictable, evolving with every round. Still young in the sport, but moving like he was made for it.
He just goes out, gets the business done, but he's just phenomenal. He's sharp, he's just a beast, so keep your eyes out.
You do have to work hard in order for you to get where you need to get to. As a fighter, I'd say I'm unpredictable. Unpredictable means you don't see it coming, so.
Big shots, Harry. You can see him swinging them in. He's got heavy hips from there, stuffing on the face.
Back body knee. Oh, and again.
There's a Octagon man, Makawa.
Game over, Harry. 10 seconds to finish. He's going to put him away. Tim Close stops the fight. Beautiful TKO victory there for Taz Makawa.
To the timeout to relay control and your new machine heavyweight champion, Taz Makawa. A big hand to Kamal Aridi.
Taz's journey or his path for the future, personally, I think it's going to be big. It's going to be big. You're going to know his name. You're going to see him everywhere.
I want to train, get good, turn into the fighter that I want to be. And that's like my dream where I want to take it, to be on a stage in front of the whole world and have pretty much that.
One forged through repetition, one shaped by chaos. Different roads, same destination.
I think I've got the best striking in all of amateur, in just as a whole. I can't see anyone being able to cope with my striking at all.
I think my biggest strengths compared to other people is my team and, the ability of, to be able to listen and, adapt, to what they're telling me to do.
Yes, I've had loads of fights. It's just normal now. Just keep getting better every day. My striking, my movement, my volume, and my power as well. I don't think people will be able to cope with it, and I think people underestimate it as well, even if they know it's good.
I'm ready to fight anyone. Ready to fight anyone.
On fight night, there's no style points, just one belt. And two fighters willing to go through hell to take it.
I can see me getting the finish. I can definitely see me dominating him on the feet.
Seeing what openings are there for me, and then whatever openings are there for me, then most probably that's how we'll win the fight.
If you try to take him down the sound, I think I'll go better grappling than him anyways. I can just see myself finishing him.
We're prepared all the way around, and when you're in there, that's when you see the weaknesses.
Good luck, because I'm really coming for it this time. First belt and he's coming on with me.
I don't wish him bad, like in his camp or anything, but it's just, I don't really have a message for him apart from, we meet when we meet.
In the final bout of the night, two amateur champions collide, each with a perfect finish rate, each with something to prove. Ryan Dobinson, Goerge Plevin. A storm is coming, and it won't go the distance.
I don't love a rough war. I'm willing to take a shot to give you a shot. I'm happy for you to catch me with one as long as I can give you one back. And I do believe that there's absolutely nobody at my weight that can put me down with a shot.
I can see Tiger MMA being victorious, 2 belts. I hope it's not an easy fight, because the lads have worked hard. They don't want a walkover. They want the experience.
Ryan Dobinson fights with the kind of precision that doesn't flinch. Calm on the outside, calculated on the inside. Every strike has a purpose, every movement a reason.
I've done I started jiu-jitsu and karate when I was 7, so I'm 21 now, so I've done it for 14 years. I couldn't tell you how I got into it. I just kind of started doing it as a kid, and then loved it more than anything else in the world, so I just like pursued it as a career more than a hobby. That's literally just how I got into it.
Don't mistake control for caution. Ryan is a storm in slow reveal. Tight combinations, relentless tempo, pressure that drowns his opponents without warning.
My fitness and my grit. I'm tough. I'm willing to get into a war. A lot of people aren't. And a lot of people, when they get hit, they start shying away. I don't. It just makes me more game. It just makes me want to fight. And my fitness is superhuman, I'd like to say. And it's just natural as well. Like, it just comes naturally. My training camp's been like awesome. I'm loving it. It's been grueling, but that's the fun part about it. Like, the harder it is, the more fun it is, the easier your fight's gonna be. And that, like, I'm a big believer in that. If you put the work in the gym, then when you go in the cage, it's 10 times easier. It's just gonna be a war, or it's gonna be a quick finish.
He's been waiting for the right stage. A clean performance, a clinical finish, to prove that his style isn't just efficient, it's elite.
I've never fought at home, so this is the first time fighting in my home area with my home crowd, everybody cheering for me instead of the opposite person.
Tom and Ryan are pretty good, so it's like the kind of match to match along with them, and I think we've picked the two best lads for them at this time.
Winning means absolutely everything. Like, I don't put myself through camp and the weight cut and everything to just go in there and lose. Winning is, it's either all or nothing. I go in there believing that he's trying to kill me.
Absolutely stands up. Oh my goodness! He finishes it! Spinning back kick!
What a shot!
And the hammer fist was academic!
Crucifix. He's looking for a crucifix, Harry.
You big strikes!
My goals are to make it to the UFC, and I have absolutely not a single doubt in my mind that I'm going to do that. And I am going to be the UFC champion, and I am going to be the best to ever live.
On the other side of the cage stands a different kind of danger. A finisher built from fire and instinct. A fighter who thrives in the unpredictable. Goerge Plevin started as a scrapper. Tough, relentless, all heart. But at Octagon MMA, that raw energy evolved into something far more dangerous. A thinking fighter with knockout instincts.
The talent that we've got two very, very good, talented lads with massive hearts. They put the heart and soul into it, and that's going to show on the night. Goerge, I'd say attitude. He's when he come to the gym, he was just a tough kid off the block. He found martial arts. He's trained a little bit before, but he's really found a home for himself at Octagon, which that's what we provide at Octagon.
He can lull you in with patience, and then, with one step, one shot, chaos. Goerge doesn't just win, he erupts.
Got to be careful with that shot. So no, he's had enough.
Mustafa doing what the push that needs to watch that arm, Plevin's attacking the armbar, and he's isolated it, he's tapped.
Beautiful armbar finish there.
Brilliant from Goerge Plevin. From MFA, obviously everybody knows the lovely throw from Pleven.
He's doing a good job.
It's exciting. Goerge is one to watch. So he's as Bruce Lee says, he's like water. He can crash or flow. So he can change the pace just like that. And he's destined to be professional, Goerge, the same as Taz.
Every victory on his record ends the same way, early. He doesn't believe in points. He believes in moments. And when he finds them, he ends fight. Two champions, two finishers. Ryan Dobinson, technical, composed, relentless. Goerge Plevin, explosive, unpredictable, lethal. On June 22nd, it won't be about who fights better. It'll be about who finishes first.
I've watched him, he's got nice grappling and nice takedowns, he's got heavy hands, but he's got absolutely no technique with his hands. He just throws them, and if it lands, it lands. And that's where I'm going to capitalise, because I'm going to work on the outside and I'm just going to take his chin off.
Octagon doesn't come to play games. Okay, Octagon's full of heart, and that's what you'll see.
I really hope you're ready for a war. It is going to be a war if you're ready for a war. If not, then you're going to get finished quickly, and it's as simple as that.
I'll just say I expect it to be a massive show, one to look forward to. And if you haven't got tickets, you better get them now, because they're running really low, because everybody knows exactly what it's going to be.
I believe I'm going to knock him out.
The stage is set. 3 fights, 6 finishes. Champions will rise, but only one can rule. This isn't just another fight night. This is King of the Octagon.